Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's budget setup video. So for today, we are going to be setting up the month of July in my Prosper You hub system. So this is my second divider in my hub. So that's where I have my budget planner currently located, is right behind this divider. Earlier in the year, I had everything set up underneath my notebook, and then the budget add-on came out and I kind of switched it up. And so now I am tracking everything here. So I have yet to update my current hub. Honestly, I'm sort of just being a little lazy with it because I'm planning to do more of like a finalized version in the fall when more add-ons are released in the shop and everything. So I will be doing a hub setup video for 2023. I believe I'm going to do that live, and that will happen sometime in the fall. So stay tuned for that. I will be asking in our Facebook group, like posting a poll about a good time that works for everyone. I know it won't work for absolutely everyone. I do have customers all over the globe as well, but I'll do my best to make it work. And if anything, it'll be recorded so you can always catch it later. But yeah, so anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I am going to set up July the same way I've set up June. So I'm going to take my lasso here and we're just going to copy all of that text, and then we'll bring it on over to July and post it right there. So I am going to use kit 35 for my budget for this month. So I think what I'm going to start with is just setting up my monthly view. So if I tap on July here, it's going to take me to my monthly view, and I'm going to find kit 35. That is the strawberry kit. I thought that this would be a really fun one for my budget. I just love the inserts for this one. So what I'm gonna do to start is I am going to put some washi at the top. So I'm gonna pick this really cute strawberry one, and we will pull it on over up here. And what I like to do is I like to kind of put it right there, right at the top. Make sure it's straightened out. I always make sure it's straightened out through the image tool. I feel like that works best. And I'll just, yeah, do that. And then I'm going to copy, and we can even zoom in more. And then I'm just gonna paste it all the way across the top. And you can see it kind of lines up a little bit. It's not gonna be perfect, but that's totally fine with me. So, and then what you can do is you can actually lasso both of them to make it go a little bit quicker even. Okay, perfect. So I've got the strawberries all across the top now, and then I'm going to grab this July script sticker here. It's got a white outline on it, so it helps it pop. And then I am going to put in my date dots, and I'm going to decide, I think I'm going to use these white ones here. So there are 31 days in July, so I'm going to go ahead and lasso all of these, copy, and then set this up. And a little trick that you can use, I shared this in my July plan with me as well, but you can have them all grouped together, resize them at the same time. That way you don't have to worry so much about pulling them in individually. That would take honestly forever, and you don't have to do it that way. So July 1st is, what day is July 1st? Is that Saturday? Let's see. No, it's Friday. So what I do is then I will take my little dates and I'll kind of put them in the row that they belong in. So 4 through 10 is here, and then 11 through 17 will be here, 18 through 24, and then these down here. And then I'll speed through this next part so you guys don't have to sit through it all, but to share with you real quick, I just use the white circle as kind of my guide. So I just kind of tuck it up in the corner there, and then that way they'll be pretty aligned across the row. So I will see you guys in a moment. Okay, so now that I have everything dated, I'm gonna throw some solid color on the bottom here. So much like I did with June. So we're gonna go to our functional section and get some solid color blocks. I'm gonna kind of take a peek at June actually and just see, just kind of get a little idea of where I want to put things. So I know I still want to do the key here. While I'm here, actually, I'm gonna grab all of these right here as well so that we can just go ahead and put those, because I'm gonna set it up the same way. One thing I am debating doing for 2023 is putting our family budget in the 1 month planner and then just using the budget add-on for my business budget and having it be totally separate in that way. So that is one thing that I am considering doing. Let me know how you guys set up your budget. I would love to know. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do like a solid color red, just like bring more of this lighter red in. Yeah, let me know how you guys have yours set up currently, or do I want to do that, or, well, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Okay. I've been really liking putting transparent color blocks over here, but I think for this one I'm just going to, because I want to cover up this bottom row, so I'm just going to pull this all the way over. And the nice thing is you can kind of have it go off the page a little, and you don't have to worry so much about it, you know, being perfect. So there we go. So that is on. And then I'm also going to go ahead and grab the key. So I'm gonna go back to June and we'll copy over the key that we have here. And I think I have, yeah, I have the white like screenshot as well. So we'll see how that does. So I'm gonna go ahead and paste this over. And yep, that works pretty well, I would say. Just kind of tuck it up there, cover up those lines. And then I can put a little decoration there. And then what I like to do is I have washi that looks kind of torn on this page. And so I can use some of that, like maybe do this pink one, to make it look like the key is taped on, if that makes sense. So I just really like how that looks. And then what I can do when I size it down where I want it, then I'll pull it over here so it's not on top of another sticker. Because if I were to copy it when it was on top of another sticker, it would copy the whole thing, which I don't want. So, and I'll do that there. And do I want it to be a little bit larger? I'm kind of thinking I might actually want it like that, but I don't know. How large did I have it in June? I like comparing. Okay, yeah, that's why I had it like covering the whole thing. I think I'm gonna do the same thing because I don't know, to me it just looks a little funky like that. So I think I'm gonna do the same thing and make this just as big. And I wanted to walk through, like sometimes I will speed this part of the video up, but I wanted to walk through it with you guys, just to kind of share with you, you know, like how quick and easy it is. You don't have to be near as, what is the word I'm looking for? I have my Invisalign in, so I feel like I always stumble over my words when I have it in. But you don't have to be as meticulous as I am if you don't want. I'm just gonna take this key and make sure it's kind of like straight on there. Okay. All right, so I'm loving that. And then, I mean, I could, is that gonna be too much though if I put color over here? I kind of want to try it and just see. So the actual budget setup part is really quick and easy. You don't have to decorate your month the way that I'm doing right now, but you know, it'd be a lot quicker, you know, if you didn't do what I'm doing right now. But I just, again, I just really like making it look really cute. It's just fun for me. It's kind of therapeutic. So it's totally up to you on what you guys, you know, want to do, but that's just kind of how I like to do things. And let's just see how this looks. Kind of like put it there. I actually kind of like that. I don't think it's too much. What do you guys think? I think it's fine. I just like putting that color block there because then I feel like it helps like make those links pop out more, because those links, what am I trying to say? Those link to the weekly pages. So, all right, so then we will grab just a little bit of decoration, not anything too crazy, just a little bit of decoration. Like I'm thinking we can do this strawberry patch sign and put that down here. That's so cute. And then I can always move these around. Whenever you're working with a sticker on top of a sticker or a sticker on top of an insert, you always want to use the photo tool, because then you can just tap it and move it around. So it just makes it a little bit easier. So we'll put strawberry patch right there, and then we'll do some strawberries over here. We'll just kind of put those right there. I think that's really cute. And then what other decoration do we want to do? We could do, or do I want to just even leave it and make it like really simple? I might just leave it like that. I feel like that's a good balance of things. Okay, so what I want to do next is I want to color match and get my key. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my budget sticker book, which is in here, and we'll do a split screen. And then I'm going to kind of find some expense tracking stickers that work well for this. So I'm going to go to my expense tracking stickers, and we'll do a green. I'm thinking we can do this one here, and then we can also do this one here. I feel like I feel like this one works. So we'll do those two. Let's see, and I need, oh, that did not pull over. Let's see, I need grocery, eating out, gas, other, and unbudgeted. So I need 5. Okay. So we'll do this lighter pink as well. And if you have something selected over here, I've discovered it won't let you pull things over. So you want to make sure you're tapping off of stuff. And then we'll do this deeper red kind of color. And we'll do the brighter red color. And I think that'll be it. I think that's a good mix of everything. So I only need 5 spots. I'm going to cover up this bottom part here, and then we'll close that. And what I like to do is I will lasso all of these, because again, you can resize them all at the same time. And I'll just pay attention to this light pink one up here. And they're all sized pretty much the same in the sticker book. So if I size them all at the same time, I like to kind of make it like that, then we should be good. So now I can kind of pick and choose what I want to use. So I think I'm going to do pink for grocery. Household is going to be a sinking fund moving forward. So you're not going to see household here. And then I'll do eating out in this lighter green, or well, yeah, we'll do eating out in this darker green color. And then we'll do gas in the darker red. And we'll put other as this lighter green. And we'll do unbudgeted in this bright red color. And then I'll just go through and I'll label them. So we'll do grocery, eating out, gasoline, other, which that's mainly going to track like expenses for the kids' activities and things like that. And then we'll have unbudgeted. And then when it comes time to track transactions, all you have to do is take your photo tool, tap on the expense tracking sticker, bring it over here, copy it like this, copy it, hit undo just to make it go back, and then you can copy it here. And once it's in your monthly spread, you don't have to go through that extra step of tapping on it on the key, but that's how you initially would get the expense tracking sticker over there. So, all right, so our monthly view is now all set up and good to go. The next step is going to be putting the inserts in. So I'm going to go to my monthly goal setting and review page, and we'll pull up our file over here, and I'll go to Kit 35 budget inserts, and we want the landscape, kind of minimize that a little bit. So we'll do our monthly review and goal setting. This is a page that Andrew and I will complete together. It's not something I share because we usually will go over, you know, specific numbers and stuff, but I like to just kind of stretch it out a little, have it fill up the page. So that is good to go there. And then after that is going to be the basic budget plan. That's the one that I like to use. I also have one that's more split up into categories, but I really like the simplicity of this basic one. So I'll just kind of stretch it out again. Right there. That looks good. And then we have sinking funds. So sinking funds have changed a little bit. So I am going to actually use my sinking funds with 5 categories. Oh, that's a spending tracker. We don't want that. 5 categories. And I'm going to do 4 of these. So what I'm actually going to do is I am going to just size 1 on the page the way that I want it. And I think I might make that a little bit smaller. Stretch it out a little bit more. I like it to fill the space as much as possible. That looks good, I think. Yeah, that works. And then what I'll do is I'll come to my thumbnail section. It'll have the page highlighted right here, and I'm just gonna duplicate it. So I need 20 of them, so I need to duplicate this. There's 15 and there's 20. And then that way, when I tap on section 4, it'll still take me to section 4 versus, you know, using a whole section for each. I mean, I could technically do that because I don't need all 10 sections, but I find it to be pretty easy just to kind of flip through things, and I just know all my sinking funds are under section 3. So that's the way that I like to set it up. And then I do my business budget on section 4. So I'm just gonna go to my business budget right here, and I use QuickBooks as well, but I like to also keep this here, and we'll make that a smidgen smaller, kind of stretch it out, and that looks good. So we have our business budget, the sinking funds, the basic budget plan, and the monthly financial goals. And then the other thing I'm going to do is put my cash envelopes under the weeks. So I like to track expenses in the monthly view, and then I like to use my cash envelopes to kind of keep track of where we're at each week. So I'm actually just going to use the cash envelopes for 4 because I'm not going to track other as an envelope per se. I'm just going to use it to track all of the expenses related to kids activities, and I'll update that in my basic budget plan. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And I love this one because I have this nice big section for notes as well, and I've got my 4 envelopes there. So now what I can do, now that I've sized this the way I want, I can just copy it, and I can go to week 2 and paste, kind of tuck that up in the corner and paste it here. And I'll do 5 weeks. I think that's what we need is 5. I know Andrew's going to Costco today to do our like big bulk grocery run, so. Okay, so now all the cash envelopes are in for each of the weeks. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and close this. I don't need my insets anymore, or inserts. Did I say insets? Inserts. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill in my budget. So we're gonna go to my monthly budget and we're gonna start filling this in. And sorry, I do write on a diagonal. I just don't know how to do it any other way, to be honest. So this is where I'm gonna make sure I use like the same pen thickness and everything. So I think I'm gonna bump this up to 0.5 and we'll do, so our income sources, so we have June P2P. So I'm gonna turn images off. We are technically a month ahead, so I use all of my income that I've earned from my business to pay for our expenses for the next month. So we save up everything we earn in June, we pay taxes, pay the business expenses. Whatever we bring home in June becomes July's income. So we're technically a month ahead that way, and then that way I don't have to do any sort of guessing games of like, well, I think I'll make this much, and then if I miss that mark or whatever. I like knowing, you know, to the penny what we're working with. So that's that. And then I'm also gonna have miscellaneous income in here, and that's just for anything random that might pop up. And then we get into bills. So for bills, we have our mortgage due on the 1st of July. And that amount, write that in. That amount is $1,571.78. Then we have our HOA, which, okay, so our HOA, I guess the fee for it went up at the start of the year, and we didn't get any sort of notice. There was nothing in the portal whatsoever. They had sent like this random letter that we had lost at some point. We just had never checked it or anything like that. And so I had to go back and like pay whatever the increases were for the first half of the year, plus our HOA for this month. So that is a hefty bill, but it'll go down next month. It just, we had to kind of catch up. And then we have Southwest Gas. And that's what we use to heat our home, which we don't need at all right now, but we also use it for our gas stove, and we're doing $50 for that. Then we have water and trash also due on the 1st. And we're budgeting $100. That usually is good. And then APS is due on the 5th of July. That is our electric. This bill will start going down because our solar has officially finally been activated. We had to have like an inspection, and they had to come and like move things, and it was just a whole big thing. So that bill will start going down, which will be really nice. Oh, and actually, let me move that down one, because our panels, we have to start paying on our panels, our solar panels in July as well. So our goal is going to be to pay off these panels ASAP. Honestly, I am not happy about having debt like this, but I think it'll be worth it, and we're not going to take the full like 25 years to pay them off. So we'll work on chipping away at them very soon. We're kind of focused on our emergency fund right now, but those will be, I think it's less than that, but I don't remember the exact number, so I want it to be, I usually overestimate expenses when I'm not super sure. So I'm doing 190, but once APS, this bill will essentially go away completely. So as you can see, it's definitely going to be a cost savings, because with APS, that's actually our budget plan. It is changing month to month, which is really weird, because with the budget plan, it's supposed to just stay the same all the time. But I notice it's been like kind of going up, and like then it'll go down and up and down, but it's always at least like $250. So for the months especially where it's more like this, like that'll be a huge savings, that we're just paying the panels and we're not really paying APS. And with APS, they do also give you credit. So if you don't use all of the energy or if like the energies, I don't know exactly how it works. Andrew's the one who did all the research on this. I'm not super sure, but all of our neighbors who have gotten solar love it, and it's something that we had considered in our old house, but we knew that we weren't going to stay there for very long, whereas in this house we're planning to be here for a long time, so it just makes sense for us to kind of have the solar and to pay off the panels. And I think like the total cost of the panels was like 46,000, I want to say, something like that. So they are not cheap, but I figure we can pay those off. Like once our emergency fund is done, we'll be getting more aggressive with investments. We'll be saving for a new car, and we'll be paying extra to the mortgage and to these solar panels. And our big goal is to be mortgage free, totally debt free by the time that we're like 50. So that is about 15 years from now, and I think it's completely doable, but we'll have to be consistent and, you know, living within our means and all that kind of stuff. But we still, you know, save for vacations and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's kind of our plan there. All right, so the next thing we have is State Farm, and that is due on the 15th. That's Andrew's life insurance policy that we've paid forever. Cetaphil lotion is $5 off. Do we need more? Yes, we do. We just have one bottle. Yes, we do. We just have one bottle. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. Okay, so $38.70. I'm leaving my do not disturb like off because he's at Costco, and I know he always asks me like things like that. Like he'll notice something's on sale, and I kind of keep track of the household stuff a little bit more, so I have a better idea of like what we have on hand for that. Okay, and then on the 20th we have my ortho payment. That will be going away eventually too, which will be nice. So that's $240. Then on the 20th, we also have CenturyLink, which is our internet provider. And that's $65. And on the 20th, we also have Massage Envy. Massage Envy, I'll just move that over with my lasso. And that is $65. 30 pack of fair, ooh, yes. Yes, please. Okay, I like the Fairlife ones way more. Oh, 18 pack. Yeah, that works. Okay. Let's see. So on the 23rd, we pay our gym membership. I guess the grocery shopping's kind of budgeting related, right? You guys get like a little insight on how we do all that. And then on the 23rd, we also have Banner Life, and that is my life insurance. That's $22.22. And we have T-Mobile, and that is our cell phone provider. And we budget $150 for T-Mobile. Okay, so that takes care of our bills. And then we get into our expenses. So bills, I think of anything that has an actual due date. Expenses are things that are monthly expenses that do not necessarily have a due date. Like piano is gonna be an expense because we kind of pay the piano teacher for the lessons like sporadically. Like we'll pay for like 2 weeks at a time, 3 weeks at a time, all that kind of stuff, just whenever she asks for it. So that's kind of sporadic. And then Julia's gymnastics, there's not like a set date that comes out. And then also with Taekwondo, we're not actually sure what is going on with that. Like she had her intro month for it, and now we're going to be paying month to month, and it's $175 a month. But we need to talk to them and see if they have like you know, like, oh, if you buy like 6 months at a time or something, like you get a better deal or something like that. We want to talk to them and see how that works. So I'm just going to put it as an expense for now, but it might move over to bills. We'll see. So for our expenses, we did decide to bump up groceries. So we are now budgeting $250 per week for groceries, and we were grocery shopping a little bit on Mondays. We're finding that we're going more on Saturday. So I think we're gonna just go back to Saturdays as our gauge for that, especially because on Sunday we like to do meal prepping and stuff, and meal prepping during the week, like once the work week starts, it just doesn't work. Like we need to meal prep on Sunday as part of our Sunday reset. So grocery shopping just needs to take place on Saturday. So there are 5 Saturdays, if I am not mistaken. Let me double check real quick actually. Yeah, there are 5 Saturdays in July. So that means we're budgeting $1,250 for groceries. And that seems like so much, but trust me when I say like we will probably use that. Like I just would rather have more than what we need than less of what we need. I know Andrew is planning to stock up a lot on different meats this month, and that is expensive because we keep our deep freezer stocked with meat and stuff, and I know a lot of it's starting to run low, so he'll be stocking up on that. And I just wanted to make sure we're good, you know? So if we're under budget, even if it's by a couple $100, like I'm totally fine with that. I would rather have more budgeted than what we need, especially with prices and the way they're fluctuating and going up and all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot, but that's what we're gonna do. That's what we decided on. So eating out, we eat out on the weekends as well, and we do $60 per weekend. So we're budgeting $300 for the month of July. And then for gas, we're gonna budget $200. That should be enough for 2 fill-ups, which sounds insane to say, but it is true. That used to cover at least 4 fill-ups, but gas has literally doubled, so now it covers like 2 fill-ups. And then our pocket money is going to be cash moving forward instead of sinking funds. So we're each gonna get $100. Andrew already spent some of his, but I just always need cash for like tips and stuff like that. And then I canceled my book of the month, and I canceled my Once Upon a Book Club. And I would just rather, I've been really like kind of wanting to stay away from like, I don't know, I want to be out in the world a little bit more. Like if I want to get a book, I don't want to just order it on Amazon. Like I want to go to the store and go pick up a book, as I talk about canceling my book. But you guys, you know what I mean? Like if I want to get some new makeup that may not be covered by household or something, like I want to go out and buy it. Like if I want new jewelry or something, I don't want to buy it on Amazon. I want to go to a local store, ideally like a small business that's nearby, and go buy it that way. Like that's what I would prefer to do. So we're gonna go ahead and just use cash for that. I know our favorite bakery, they always have really cute little homemade goodies that support small businesses in our area. And so I'd like to be able, like as I see stuff like that, I'd like to be able to kind of, you know, use cash for that and all of that. So that's why we decided to do that. Andrew too has been needing cash more, like when he's out and about and stuff, for the things that he likes to pick up. So anyways, that's what we've decided on, is to do cash for that. And then for Maddie, we take out $20 in singles for her every month, and then we pay her for extra chores around the house. So she's expected to like make her bed, pick up her toys, all that kind of stuff, clear the table at the end of the night. But we'll pay her to dust the blinds or clean the baseboards or, you know, clean the patio door, things like that. So we like to take out money to be able to pay her for those things. And then we do have a cleaning service that comes once a month. They come on the first Wednesday of every month, and that's $225. And then we've got Taekwondo. So as I mentioned, Maddie did like an intro type of deal for that. And now it's gonna be $175 per month, unless we can find out. Like she loves it, so I know she would stick with it. So if we can sign up for like months in advance, we will, but that's kind of what we're planning on for now. And then for piano, we bumped Maddie up from going once a week to twice a week, and it's $20 per lesson, so it's $160 for piano. And then gymnastics for Julia is $85. And I'll just center that a little bit. And then we have unbudgeted, and that's just a line item for any of those like, oops, I forgot, but we also are bringing back our miscellaneous sinking fund, so I don't anticipate that we'll really have unbudgeted expenses very often, but I like to have just a line item in there just in case we don't want to take money out of that sinking fund, whatever it may be. So I do have the cash here for Andrew and I. Andrew already spent 80 of his, so he gets $20, and then I get 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. So I do have the cash for that, so I'll just put that in my wallet, give Andrew his 20 here in just a moment. All right, and then we will go over to our other section. And for other, we have sinking funds. And I'll share the breakdown of those with you guys in just a moment. So we have sinking funds. We're putting $1,710 into our sinking funds. And then we also have our emergency fund. And I don't share a specific number of what we're putting in there. I will say that we are pausing everything. We decided to do the emergency fund kind of Dave Ramsey style. So we're pausing everything, and we're going to aggressively try to get this emergency fund just knocked out. I'm just wanting to really beef it up a lot. Like I want to do honestly like a year's worth of expenses. So that's sort of what we're working on right now. And we're just gonna see where we get. I think we're just gonna be really aggressive with it until the end of the year. And then no matter where we're at the end of the year, we'll probably start investing at least in January of 2023. I don't wanna put it off for that long, but we figured for the rest of the year, we'll just focus all of our efforts on this emergency fund, get it done. And then if we have to do it in smaller bits and pieces, starting in 2023, that's what we'll do. So that's where we're at for that. So then over here, I like to put in all of our estimates. So for our estimates for our bills, I actually can't really read what I wrote. So let me go ahead and just add this up real quick, because I'm not sure, I can't read my own handwriting, so that's interesting. So 1571.78 plus 370 plus 50 plus 100 plus 190 and 365. 38.70, 240, 65, 65, 60, 22, 22, and 150. 32, that is an 8. Okay. So our total bills, $3,287.70. Okay, and then our total expenses for the estimate is $2,365. Let me just double check that as well real quick while we're at it, because I know I made some changes. $2,615. Glad I double checked that, because that is not correct. So $2,615. Okay, so now our budget is all set to go. So the next thing we're gonna do is set up our sinking funds. And I'm doing this a little bit differently because the sinking funds got changed and everything. So normally I would copy over my text, but I'm just gonna go through this real quick. I'm just gonna add my text. I'm gonna use Better Together, and I'm gonna add my text up here, and we'll make that a little bit bigger. I'm gonna make sure images is off, yep, and we'll do that. We'll copy, And I'm gonna go through and label all of these, and then I'll be back with you guys in just a moment. Okay, so everything is officially labeled. So we're gonna go through, put in our starting balances, and then also what we are depositing into the sinking fund. So for beauty, our starting balance is $113.98. And then on the 1st of July, we are depositing $60. And that will make that $173.98 that we are starting out our balance with. So that is that. And then for birthdays, we are, let's see, we're starting with $97.86. And on the 1st of July, we're going to deposit $50, which then brings that to, let me see if I can get this all in frame for you guys, $97.86 plus 50. So $147.86. For car insurance, our starting balance is $608.48. And then on the 1st of July, we are going to deposit $100, which will bring that to $708.48. For car maintenance, we're starting out with $233.06. And we are depositing nothing. Oh wait, yeah, we're depositing 100. I was like, that doesn't sound right. So $333.06. So we have there. For car tags, we have $147.14, and we're not depositing anything into car tags. Then for Christmas, we have a starting balance of $756.92. And we'll put our deposit line in. And we're depositing $100. So that brings us to $856.92. For Andrew's clothes, he has a balance of $11.85, but he said he is good to go. So we're not depositing anything in his. I'm just gonna rewrite this real quick. 85. For the girls' clothes, they have $247, and they're both just fine, so we decided to not put anything in their clothes. For my clothes, I had a starting balance of negative $3.35. I'm gonna look for a swimsuit soon, so we're putting a little bit in there for that. So we're gonna put $50. So that gives us $46.65. And then for entertainment, we had a negative balance of $163.22 to start with. And then we are depositing $300. And that is because we want to go do some fun things before school starts for Maddie. So we wanted to recover that negative balance and then also have enough for those activities. So we have a balance of $136.78 for entertainment. For family pictures, our starting balance was $325. And then we're going to deposit $25. So that gives us $350. For holidays, we're starting out with $203.25, and this covers like Halloween, Easter, things like that. We decided to not put anything in there because that is good to go for now. Household is our new sinking fund, and we're starting out at $0 for that, and we're gonna put in $250. We decided to make that a sinking fund because some months we need like next to nothing. Other months we need everything. And so I feel like having it as a sinking fund will be a lot easier just to kind of manage that, because having the same set amount each month doesn't always work. Like you're either really under budget or you're over budget, and that's at least been our experience. So that's why we decided to make that a sinking fund. So that'll be for like diapers, shampoo, conditioner, toilet paper, all of that kind of stuff, cleaning supplies, stuff like that. And then house maintenance, we are starting out at $119.66. And then we are going to deposit $100 into that account. So that gives us $219.66 to work with. For medical, we have a starting balance of $484.70, and we are being pretty aggressive with this sinking fund because it seems things just pop up all the time. So $484.70 plus $150 is what we're adding. So $637 or $634.70 is what we have for that. And then for miscellaneous, again, we decided to bring that back just because like we had 2 fire sticks that got destroyed by the puppies, so we had to replace those and things like that. So we decided to go ahead, and that just reminded me too, I forgot to put our monthly service fee into our budget, so I'll have to change that. But just random things like that, we just want to have a little extra cushion just to kind of manage those types of expenses rather than taking them out of unbudgeted, because when they come out of unbudgeted, they come out of our entire monthly budget, which then affects our goals and meeting our goals and things like that. And so it's kind of more of like a mental thing than anything, because now, you know, we're putting extra money into the sinking fund every month, which technically takes away from our goals too. But it's totally just a mental thing. Like having the money set aside there like feels so much better than having it actually come out of those goals. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever, but that's kind of our thinking on it. So we are going to deposit to kind of get that sinking fund started. We're just going to deposit $50, and that will bring that to $50. And I don't know, did I put yeah, I'll put $250 over here. I didn't fill this in. So our balance is $250 for household to start. Okay, and then the puppies. So the puppies, their starting balance is $10.94. And then we are going to put $100 into their sinking fund. So they have $110.94 now. And that covers like their food, vet visits, toys, anything we might need for them. We're getting them new beds for their crates. So stuff like that is what is covered there. And then for school, we have a starting balance of $335.73. I did already get Maddie's EduKit, so that's all good to go, but I need to get her uniforms pretty soon. So we didn't put anything in there for now though. And then for subscriptions, we're starting out with $30.88. And this covers Amazon Prime, it covers Headspace, which is like a meditation app, it covers Fitbod, which is like a workout app that I like to use, and Apple Music, just things like that. So $30.88, and we are depositing $25 into that, which gives us $55.88. And then for vacation, we started with $134.42, and we are going to North Carolina in October to go see my father-in-law and his wife, and so so we want to start saving, you know, for that, to be able to pay for like food and like if we go do stuff. So 134.42 plus 250 is 384.42. And that takes care of all of our sinking funds, you guys. So this ended up being a much longer video than I anticipated. It's probably because I did my whole setup of my month and everything with you guys as well, but I just wanted to do that again because I know it's still like this whole setup is still very new to people, and so I feel like it's just good to kind of go through the whole process. So I hope you guys enjoy these longer videos. I know I've gotten critiques in the past that my videos are too long, and you know, it's like some people say like, oh, your videos are too short, you're going through it too fast, and like it's just everyone has their own preferences, but this is just the way I do things. Like, I don't know what to say. My videos just always end up being long for whatever reason. I get chatty and all that kind of stuff, but anyways, it is what it is, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this longer budget video. If you found it helpful, definitely give it a thumbs up to let me know. Please subscribe to my channel so you catch all of my future videos. I do post every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Friday, and then occasionally I'll have extra videos sprinkled in there as well, but Tuesdays are my day in the life, Thursdays are my budget check-in videos, and Fridays are my digital plan with me's. So that's what you can expect as far as videos are concerned. So that is pretty much it. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will chat with y'all later. Bye.